Hi, I'm Patrice Bisiot, author, executive coach, and the founder of Image Impact Index. So today we're going to talk about something that to me is obvious. Obviously, there's all those little things that, I think that everybody has it figured out, but not. So it's about frames, glasses. So here is my little story, and that's going to help you to understand really the mechanics of it. I just hired this 25-year-old young man in London, to help me building my business. And he's brilliant at what he does, and he's really doing great stuff. So he got referred to me, his credentials were already checked, so we got into the business pretty rapidly before we met one-on-one. We did a bunch of Skype calls and all that, until I realized that after each Skype call, his glasses were driving me crazy. I could not understand how he picked that pair of glasses for him. Now, we happened to meet at a scheduled met where we actually met in the US in Miami a few weeks ago because it just happened that it worked out. And that was a great thing because here he is, obviously he's been working on my brand and everything, and he says to me, oh yeah, by the way, because I know your second book will be talking about when you change one thing in your appearance, you change it all. Yes, my next book, Mind Your Impact, is actually going to treat about you change one item on your appearance and you change the course of your life. Literally. Back to my story. So he says to me, what would be the one thing you change on me to make me feel like, empowered? Your glasses. So of course, when people ask, they do ask, but really they don't want to hear it. That's the thing too. It's human, it's ego. That's the first place we go to. So now I kick into his ego and he tells me, but they're perfectly fine. Okay, they're perfectly fine. Yes, they're brown, they're rectangle, they're classic. Okay, very good. Now let's dive into your goal. What are you trying to accomplish here? So, first in career. Oh, I'm building my business. Great. What is business? Connecting with people? Yes. What is connection? Connection is trust. It's igniting that first thing that gets you to react like in a good way where you feel like, oh yeah, I want to give my money to this guy or this girl. I want to make really my business with this person. Okay, great. Now, what else? What industry are you in? Digital marketing, content editing. Great. What is that? Well, that's modern, I guess. Yes. How old are you? Well, I'm 25. Great. You're 25. You're building a business. You're building essentially trust and connection. And you are in an industry that's cutting edge and ahead of the game. Okay. Do you think those glasses are telling me that story? I don't know, maybe not. Oh yeah, I'm thinking, when I was in the store, I did try this pair of red frames, and people were actually telling me, they look good on you, they look really good. But I thought, no, they're too much, no, it's fine. I'll just get the brown one and the boring ones, it's fine. That's all I need, really glasses are to see. Is that right? So now, let's bring this back together because you didn't pick those glasses because they were too edgy. Meanwhile, you are trying to sell me edge and like cutting edge and really understanding that you're way ahead of the game because apparently your program has understood a lot more than the average people. Don't you think if you had a pair of red frame, you have my attention. I have you really now in front of me because when you do business, obviously it's eye to eye. So the frame is the first thing you see. If I see a pair of red frames, I'm going to want to hear what this guy has to say. And I'm not going to be afraid to talk to him. Actually, I want to talk to him. I want to know what he has to help me with. Offer me, sell me, I'll buy anything. But because he came to me already recommended, it didn't happen. Now, let's get to the point of if you had been my first meeting and I meet him, the 25-year-old that's wearing a boring brown rectangle pair of glasses is going to tell me what to do with my business? Quite frankly, I don't know if I would have hired him because that's the thing. Passing the initial reaction is what we need to do. And you remember, we're reactive beings. The moment you lay your eyes on someone, that's the time you have made up your mind on who that person is. Same thing here. Same thing all the time. That's why if he had a pair like that, I told him you can triple your business. So now you can actually quantify. We're here to talk business, right? Connectivity is trust. And trust makes you money. And money is what you're in business for. That's the thing. Your appearance is the first part of the journey to making money. You can actually quantify it. Change your frames. And by the way, I made him change his frame and I said, you know what? We'll talk business in 30 days. For us, of course, we'll talk weekly. But in 30 days, you got to tell me how much more money did you make? Not in dollars per se. Just saying, give me a percentage of what happened to your business. Do you know that a month and a half later, he doubled his business? That's what I'm talking about. Change one thing, give the message to the world of who you truly are inside of you. Authenticity kicks in, trust is there, boom, business is made. That's what I'm talking about. So remember, you choose your frame, choose them well. Back again, below, click, ask your questions. Let's build this community together. You remember, I'm here to help and to share everything, all that. And we will meet next week for some great tips on appearance and image.